In this video, I'll show you how to utilize a simple CloudFormation template to create an EC2 instance. So here I am at the home screen of the AWS console, and I'm going to type in CloudFormation. And here we see the CloudFormation dashboard. So I'll go ahead and click on Create a New Stack. And I am going to go ahead and upload my template to Amazon S3. So what I've done is I've already gone ahead and pre-created a YAML file that includes all of the code that I want this CloudFormation template to execute. So I'll go ahead and click on Choose File, and I'll choose the CloudFormation template that I've pre-created. Okay, and so here you can see I've uploaded a file called EC2. Now in this case, I actually have two different files that I'm going to use. The first file that I'm going to use is called EC2. And this is a very simple CloudFormation template that just creates an EC2 instance. So I'll go ahead and hit Next here. And now I'm going to name my stack. So I'm going to name this stack EC2-lab. I'll go ahead and hit Next. And then I'm going to enter some metadata for the instance that it's going to create. Actually, these tags will be applied to all resources that are created by this CloudFormation template. So for the key text box, I am going to type in TrainerTests. And for the value, I'm just going to put in my name. And I'll go ahead and just scroll down to the bottom of the screen here and hit Next. And there we go. Now I can see what I've established here on my review screen. I'll go ahead and hit Create. And we can see here's the stack that I've created. And under the stack, I can see the events. So right now, the create is in progress. And if I click on this little refresh button here, we can see all of the tasks that are being completed by this CloudFormation template. So it started creating my EC2 instance. And so every once in a while, we'll just click on the refresh button here, and look at that, it's already done. My CloudFormation template has been executed, and my EC2 instance has been created. So I'm going to go over here to the Resources tab, and here's my EC2 instance. And I'm just going to make a note, it's the instance that ends with 192. I'll just remember that. Now if I want to, I could simply click on this instance and go directly to it, or I could go back out to the EC2 dashboard. I'm going to click right on it, and this will bring me to EC2, where I can see the instance that's just been created. And there's my instance. It's running. I can see the availability zone here, and it's still initializing at the moment. What I want to look at now are these tags. So notice there's those values that I put in. The key was TrainerTests, the value was Rick Creasy. So now I can use these tags for all sorts of things. And I also want to point out here, here's the EC2 lab instance name. Now, inside of my CloudFormation template, this was part of that YAML file. So let me bring up that YAML file and we'll take a quick look. So what I'm using here is a program called Atom. That's my text editor of choice. And you can see here, in my CloudFormation template, I'm identifying some resources. I'm actually only identifying one resource, a resource called EC2 Lab Instance. And I'm rolling out an EC2 instance, and I'm specifying the availability zone and the instance type and the AMI that should be used. And so here you can see that's what got created, right? An EC2 instance with that name in that availability zone. And here, also in the tags, we can see that it's been tagged with a specific stack ID. This is the CloudFormation template that created this resource. And we can see our stack name right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back to CloudFormation. And I'm actually going to update my template. So here's my template that I've already created. And what I want to do now is go ahead and actually update this stack. So I'll click on Actions, choose Update Stack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a different file. Here's another CloudFormation template that I've created. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. And all it does is it destroys the EC2 instance that I've just created. and replaces it with a new one with a different name. So I'm just going to hit next to go through all these screens because everything is still going to be the same except for the template, and I'll hit update. And so let's watch what happens now. In my events, I can see, yep, my update is in progress. So the changes are being made to the resources that were created with this CloudFormation template. And at the moment, it's starting to create a new EC2 instance. I can see my resource creation has been initiated. It's now been created. And now my old instance is being deleted. So that's one of the things that happens when you execute a CloudFormation template. It's actually going to modify the resources that were created in previous versions. And so I'm going to allow this CloudFormation template to complete and let it finish creating this stack of resources. And when it's done, we'll go back to the resources screen and we'll take a look at the EC2 instance. So while that is in progress, let's go back to Adam and take a look at the CloudFormation templates. You can see in this first one that we executed, the name of the instance was EC2 Lab Instance. The only thing that has changed is now the name of my instance is going to be changed to Updated Instance. So I really didn't change anything big here. Just a real simple change to force that old instance to get deleted and a new instance to be created with a new name. Okay, so now we can see that our update is complete. So let's go ahead and click on Resources. And this is a new resource. This is a new EC2 instance. And you can see the logical ID is Updated Instance. And let's click on it and take a look at the tags on this new instance. So here it is. Here's my new instance. And if I look at the tags, the name of it is now Updated Instance. So that's a really simple example of how you can go about updating an already created stack of resources.